I am disappointed in Alex Becker because he didn't publish his gambling video and didn't pump my bags. Hi everyone, my name is Ten. I'm the CEO and co-founder of International Custom Software Development Company. We build software for the city of New York, SAP and General Electric. I have 200 people under management, and on this channel I'm showing my high uncertainty, low risk crypto journey on getting $500,000 into 10 million. So guys, I'm disappointed in Alex Becker. He didn't publish his video as he promised. Alex owned me his gambling video. I put my financial future on the shoulders of the influencer, and it's unfair, and he should publish the video. He should publish the video to pump my bags. So if you have this mindset, feel free to unsubscribe from the channel. I would never ever put and bet on someone. I only bet on myself. I only move forward in this life by myself. And these things, this VPP and gambling video, it's good that it might happen. If it's not going to happen, I would just DCA in, because gambling video, it will happen anyway. Alex would be pumping VPP back through the bull anyway. If you sold on the pump yesterday, I don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand why you can't assess and see a long-term picture of this thing. It's way risky to try to trade in and trade out this token with the highest gaming influencer pumping this thing through the last cycle. I think he did like at least 5 videos about VPP in the last bull in terms of mentioning how he likes the projects and things like that. VPP is being played in Neo Tokyo currently. There are weekly tournaments on poker that are playing in VPP in Neo Tokyo, which is crazy by itself. You have largest influencer pumping the token. You have ETH narrative. ETH will pump soon, definitely, with the gaming as well. It's just crazy, and it's gambling on top of it. And it's a nice team. They're generating revenue. They're increasing the number of active users. It's actually a working product. It's not just like some type of promise. It's a very old project. And at the same time, it's low market cap. It's gambling. It's gamify, and kind of narrative. It's only shifting currently into this thing. So it's crazy to me how you could sell the pump, or why you're not still positioned in this token. It's 5 million more market cap. It's being pushed by largest gaming influencer on the market. The all-time high is 30 million for this token, which is way low. We have also funds. We have influencers. We have the funds who are in this token. They have millions in VPP currently. They can't sell the millions at this stage with this type of liquidity. There is not enough money for them to take profits on the millions. They will definitely pump this further, because they need to take the profits on this token as well, along with the Alex. If you were watching my channel, you know that I like Becker. I like this guy. I like his business journey. I was watching his videos 6 and 7 years ago. His video about dopamine detox is best video on YouTube that I've seen, and I've been watching videos on the platform for 10 plus years already. Just crazy to me. Just crazy to me how you could have sold this thing. So, several things about the pump and why it happened. Yesterday, Alex opened up an AMA on Twitter in terms of him answering some questions, because he's on the vacation. He's in Dubai currently, as well as I am actually. And he also mentioned in this tweet that no questions about tokens, about what tokens I like and what tokens I don't like and things like that. But then in the first comment, he actually shared that he recently have just added big position in PAL, Crown and VPP, which everyone guessed by now, and haven't sold anything. PAL is AI project which is around 80 million market cap. Crown is a Gamblify project around 60-70 million market cap on Solana, and VPP we all know of. And it's kind of interesting to me that VPP did not pump much in comparison to this tweet. It kind of interesting shows us the stage of the market, because there are not a lot of people who just FOMO into things right away, who just throw money into things, because it's only 5 million project and it's only pumped like what? Even less than 2x from his tweet. So it was at 0.004, even 43, and the height was at 0.075, which is quite crazy by itself. And it's definitely not something that you would expect from the Twitter of largest gaming influencer with 5 million token at this stage, which definitely gives me a nice confidence in the fact that we should be moving higher. There are not a lot of players in the market currently. There are not a lot of players, and we are early. We are early right now. So some things about VPP. This is artificial bump, obviously, and I don't think it's good for any project, because it didn't happen because of some news about some new development, about some new team member, about some new people essentially using the product and generating more revenue and things like that. So from this point of view, it's bad for the project, although it didn't pump much. So it's not like 10x pump, which would essentially be then dumped on all the new players who just came into this token. At the same time, some of these people, they would buy the top, they will stay in the token, they will not sell. It's obviously bad for them because they would be staying with the negative P&L, but at the same time, due to the fact that they bought already, some of them, they will check out the token, they will check out why it pumped, they will check out the gaming narrative, they might be checking some of my videos as well, and they would make a decision to hold this token. Because for me, as mentioned, this is a long-term hold. I think it could be 100x from here in the full bull. Obviously, if we would catch up the gambling and gamify narrative, and full bull for me means that current market cap of whole crypto will 5 to 7x from here. So right now we're at 0.17, right now we're at 1.7 trillion, and full bull for me means from 8 to 10 trillion market cap of whole crypto, which means that this thing would have room to grow. The all-time highs for these things is 30 million. It's only like 6x from here, but I do think we might go way higher than that at this stage. I do think so, and I do think that it's a nice accumulation play. It's an ETH, it's gaming, it's gamify, it's being pushed by largest gaming influencer, it's being played on in the largest secret gaming community near Tokyo. It's an old project. They have a stable team, they have revenue, they have increased amount of users and things like that. So it might not be the best time to buy here. It might go lower. It might go to the previous lows as well. Although I don't think that we will probably see these prices again. It's just an interesting buy, an interesting play. And as you see, I have 25k over it myself. Yeah, so these things we already moved through. And a very interesting thing is that Alex already deleted his tweet. So maybe it's because he understood that it actually pumped and dumped the tokens. Maybe because it was just temporary AMA and he wanted to delete the whole thing. But if you're kind of a conspiracy theory guy, you might think that, oh, like he bought at the lows and then he tweeted, he pumped, he sold, he took some profits, and then he basically just holding his long-term back. Maybe this is the case, maybe it's not the case, no one knows. I don't think that it is the case. I think that Alex would essentially be holding this token for quite some time, and at the same time we know that he's quite conservative investor, so he's usually taken out on the 2x, especially in this market, because I think as everyone currently, he also has PTSD from the bear market and trying to take the initials out as fast as he can. But at the same time, I think it's a long-term hold for him. I think that he will be mentioning this token multiple times through the bull, and I think it's a very, very nice pick. Yeah, so all the things I've mentioned already. One of the bullish narrative of why VPP can actually pump even harder than it was pumping before. Because previously Ethereum was kind of dead, it was not pumping. And then VPP is the project on Ethereum. So it's an older project and things like that. And at the same time, I'm kind of getting the feeling that we should see a gaming tokens pump quite soon as well. So these two narratives that might play out very, very well for VPP. And on top of that, we should finally see Gamify video once Alex would be back from vacation. I do think that we might be entering the alt season, just because the alt season is only declared once we see some increases in terms of the ETH, and ETH was not moving not nicely so far. So a lot of people, they are assuming and they're actually waiting on the pump of Ethereum at this stage. And I think it's a very, very nice combination of narratives for VPP. I think we might do like 2-3x in the upcoming alt season for ETH in terms of gaming, Gamify, Ethereum, and Alex essentially pumping the token as well. We do also have kind of this part of the narrative that gambling tokens are dead, because if you would check Rollbit, which is kind of the largest gambling token that we have currently, it was just going down over time. So it's quite interesting in terms of we're probably at the time where these things should run again. And following the money flow in crypto that I also wanted to share, money, they usually come into Bitcoin, then to ETH, then to large caps, and then to alt season. The interesting thing that happened in this run, so we had BTC, money came to Sol and gaming, so it basically was IMX as well. IMX pumped and all the gaming tokens, they essentially pumped as well. And then different chains started to pump, but not ETH mostly. And we still have things like Arbitrum that should pump as well, which is a layer 2 on ETH. We have Optimism that I think is pumped already, just a bit as well. And after Sol, different things started to pump. So we had Kusama, we had DOT that pumped as well. We had some things in connection to Atom, like Celestia, it pumped quite nicely. We had a certain portion of the run for AI tokens. So I think AI tokens, they essentially might be running along with gaming tokens at this stage, because we had a nice run of AI tokens recently as well. So I think that there is a high chance that AI tokens, they should start be running with the gaming tokens, with the Ethereum narrative as well. And I think after this Ethereum run, we should definitely see a larger correction, if it will happen this way, because we might be also seeing larger correction now, but I do believe that we should see a run with ETH coming up. And after that, after ETH and the proper alt season, because you can't call anything an alt season before we actually see ETH pumping. So after ETH pumping, we should probably see the correction on the whole market. So this is kind of the thesis that I'm playing. And an interesting thing that following the portfolio that I have, a lot of plays that are actually around ETH. So I do expect this ETH alt season to start. I have some things around Arbitrum. I have Doc Linda, which is a doc of the founder of Linea, which is kind of this meta of meme tokens of docs at this stage. So I think it might be quite interesting in terms of us essentially being able to leverage this ETH run as well. And there are some interesting projects as well, like Algorand, like Near at this stage, and essentially Aptos. So these things, they're all layer 1, layer 2s as well. They didn't run yet. And there might be the case that Solana tokens and essentially Solana Echo will, that money from Solana, they will surge into these ecosystems at this stage. And as usual, if you've been following my channel for quite a while, my strategy is not to buy these tokens. My strategy is to buy low caps in the ecosystems that I think would run. So I would be able to take the most amount of gains from my assumption that these tokens might actually pump as well. So this is it for today, guys. Let me know what you think in the video about BPP and about Ethereum as well, and see you in the next one.